Hello guys, what's up? So today we'll be learning to create a ionic feed reader application, and I assume that you know some basis of AngularJS. So if you don't do at least some basis, then you are good to go, because I'm gonna be using AngularJS for the most part. And yes, before we can even write our code, we need to set up certain environment, we need to install certain things on our machine. So for the first thing we need to have is we need to have installed a Node.js. So a Node.js is a server side thing. So go to website nodejs.org, and you can install it. It's very simple. I've already done it. Just click on the install button and it's gonna download it, and just follow certain step and install it. So once you've done installing the Node.js, what you want to do is you uninstall the ionic thing now. So but we need to install this ionic from the command line interface. So go to your terminal, or also known as a CMD or command prompt in Windows, whatever. So go here and you're gonna use a command called sudo npm install g Cordova. So first of all, I'm installing Cordova. Basically a Cordova is a Angular extension for accessing the functionality of the device. I mean the native functionality of the device. So once you write this and hit enter, but I forgot to mention something. So if you're using a Windows machine, just write npm install G and Cordova. It's going to install it. But if you're using a Macintosh, you should write sudo, because it may give an error or something like that. So once you write this command and hit enter, it's gonna install the Cordova for you. And also you should install ionic as well. So write the similar command sudo npm install -g ionic if you're on Mac, but if you're on Windows, avoid the sudo command and hit enter. It's gonna install ionic for you, but I've already installed it, so just do it. You just write this command, hit enter, that's it. And after you're done installing all of it, now you must need to create a folder, create a project. So you can use a command called ionic start and name of the project. So in the project is gonna be, in my case, a feed reader, and then it's gonna be a blank project. So it's not gonna contain any extra stuff, any animation or anything stuff like that. It's just gonna be a simple blank project. So you write this similar command. So this is the command for creating a project: ionic start and name of the project, and what type of project you want to make, blank or tabs, whatever. So once you do it, you gotta hit enter. It's gonna download all the necessary files and everything else. Just wait for a few seconds. So now once it's being installed, what you want to do is you actually want to go to the current directory, that is the feed reader directory which we created, and inside the directory what you want to write is ionic serve. Now what this does is it's gonna display us within a server. It's gonna create a server for us. So hit enter, and hopefully we shall see a server and we get a blank Angular application. This is a basic web page we get. And if you've done it for the first time, okay, it just asks for you to either show a localhost or show certain, I mean the IP address. So do whatever you want at this point, doesn't matter. And we are done with our command line thing. So let's just minimize it, and let me open a text editor and open the file that I've saved. There is the feed reader file. Is the feed reader file, and there we go. So I'm gonna open the file, and we get lots of projects in here. So don't worry about every files we get in here. just focus at this point. I'm gonna focus on this www file. This is the directory where we are gonna write AB code. Once you get in this www directory folder, here several css, images, js, libraries, and index. And this is the main page, index.html. So it's the main page that this browser is showing. So this is the index page is been shown here. So first of all, this is the very simple, application that it comes well written, after installing everything else. So let me just get rid of all the comment first of all, just to make sure I don't mess up. And so and when you go to the JS file, it's app.js, where we'll be writing our JavaScript code. So when I gonna go here, also a lot of comment. Let me just get rid of all the comments I've got, and there we go. So this is accessing the Angular starter module, and it's giving a ionic application dependency. And so first of all, let me just create a variable. Suppose feed reader is gonna be equal to the Angular module, and yes, and let me just say right feed reader dot run. There we go. And let me actually change the module to be feed reader, and write the same thing in our module section. And yes, we've just accessed the module, and next thing we need to access is a controller. So feed reader dot controller is gonna be for example Reddit feed, suppose, because I'm gonna be accessing the Reddit feed from the web server and using as a feed reader thing. And then we're gonna have a function, it's gonna contain a scope. Basically this is all the AngularJS thing, so you must be at least familiar with AngularJS, and you can write our code inside of it. Let me first create scope dot suppose names to make sure it's working. In here, let's give a couple of names. First one is suppose, let's give a title of hello, and let me create another one as well. Let's give its title to be how are you. First of all, I access a module. I call a feed reader and get dependency of the ionic, because this is default thing. And I'm just creating a controller called feed, Reddit feed. I have not defined a controller yet inside the HTML. So let's go to the HTML and let's define it within the body. I'm going to use a ng controller command to access the controller. The controller name is feed Reddit feed. So there we go, and we access the controller now. And it looks like my syntax is missing here, comma is missing. And now let's now I want to show this inside the web page to make sure it's running. So what I want to do is I want to go to my HTML page, and inside this content, let me actually create a paragraph, and let's say that is the name. And when I save this, now this automatically loads for me, and I get it with just get array of it. so which means it's working. And you repeat, and let's say names in name, and what I want to do is names dot title, and when I save this and I get it. So yeah, we actually set up the environment and even created a very simple page, and want to display something on the screen, and that's what we did. And yes, I'll see you in another video.